Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. It's a dank, dark day. These are my basting brushes that have been modified. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use. All the bristles are removed except for the last row, and in the last row every other one is gone also. So I have a bunch of different sizes of those. What I'm going to do today is use my shovel, or actually this is a piece of packaging. This is a piece of packaging. This is a piece of packaging. They're all just cut down little scoops that work like the shovel. And because this is a 12 by 12 inch canvas, I think I'm going to use one of them. Try and keep my head out of the way. This is my foamy stuff. It's light, and I think I might use it. It's my alternative to a regular piece of acetate for swipe card. I'm going to try it. Put that over there too. And fill her up. Put my glasses on. Grab some gold. Can't get any more Deco Art Americana 24 karat gold, but I've got it right now. And I'm going to use it, and then I'm going to start using other gold that I mixed up along the way. I'll let that run forward. And it's going to be a minute. And it might be longer than a minute, and I probably should have done this before you got here. And I'm going to use up a lot of gold that I'm already missing. And you can see I'm leaving a space in between every row, and I'm going to put other colors in there. And I'll fill in that missing bit right now. Just with whatever's coming out. Now the original one I did was with a lot of bright colors, and I called it a neon bamboo. As soon as you get a good flow going, that's the time to pull it across. When it's just whipping about. Now there might be other ways to do this. I thought about doing the stripes in waves, but I think that's going to take even longer. And if it doesn't all fill in, I'm going to go back, because it doesn't need to be exact, but it needs to be there. I have found that the canvas that's primed, the way I start with the canvas already primed, it's really not the end of the world should you happen to leave a little bit of white, because it looks just the same as if you didn't. So I'm going to leave, am I? No, I'm not. I was going to leave that end piece, but basically I think I'm just going to let it fall right down over the edge as best I can. So hopefully anything worth waiting for is worth waiting for. I'm going to fill that in with my finger a little bit, and maybe, just maybe, give myself a little tiny line of paint. So now I have Prussian blue, which is very dark. And I'm going to make it a variation, I think. I've also got some red opal, which is Folk Art Treasures. I don't want things to look all the same. I will just keep filling in. I do have some, oh yes, I made some Anita's white metallic yesterday. Don't ask me what I did. I'm sure there's somebody who works in a dental office who doesn't want to know. Now I do want to put some black acrylic enamel, or better yet, I'm thinking purple might be really cool. So I'm just adding paint. If it doesn't look like it's enough, I'm going to have to add something else. And I think I know what I want to add. I have some Deco Art Americana. Do I? I do, I know I do. It's here somewhere. There it is. That has some orange mixed into it. And since it's coming out, it's obviously the right thing to use. I hope this doesn't look really bland or really boring, and it might. But it's also kind of neutral and mellow. I'm really thinking that I want a little pan to put my colors in. And I've got paint dripping down out of my little scoop. It'll cover that edge pretty well as the drip that's headed over that edge as well. Yeah, that made a lot of sense. So I see that I'm a little short over here. And what I want to do is grab myself a small container like this. These come from Michael's in the party section. And I do want to use the black enamel. And I did take it out. There it is. And I made sure the top was open. Yay me! So I'm going to use some of that. And I'm going to try and go across with my basting brush first. I'm going to try and be very light-handed with the tines so that I don't get an awful lot of built-up glop. Now, I could have put a lot more dark colors in between, and it's not impossible that I can go back and do that if I decide to. Now this is a cool effect all on its own, but I really want to swipe in between. And none of this is fast. But you can see, I think you can see why I like the basting brush. I could also tip this and see what happens, but that's kind of a different moment, different process. So the light touch is really important, where you kind of screw up the symmetry of your design. I'm not sure where I would actually identify anything as symmetry, but I'm expecting that when I use the little foamy tool and or the acetate, that I will get some cells, especially since I'm using the enamel. So what do I see there that I like and don't like? What I'm going to do is throw some orange in there, because I was thinking about it before this started, and now I just really want it. Because I like gold and orange together a lot. So let's go for, what did I do with it? There it is. Cool. I'm so glad that's there. And I'm going to use the other side of this dish. This time I want to go from both sides. I've never tried going from both sides, and I really want to go from both sides. I'm going to keep wiping off my little foamy thing though. I'm going to go halfway, wipe off. My pants are going to be pretty today. I see that orange spot and I want to check on what I might want to do with that. And I think that will be a moment to try that. I want to go in different areas. I've just decided. I want to go all over the map. Keep wiping my card off. It's sort of just another variation on geometric, and I think there's all kinds of things you could do with this. Including waggle, which I was kind of thinking about extremely. So you see I didn't use any enamel on that last one, but I want the enamel for the cell creating action. If I lift up and the amount of pressure I put on, I get a whole different action. And obviously if I use the edge of my card, I get another action also. I'm liking this. I am liking this. I am liking this. I like that orange in there too. Sort of Halloween-y colors. You could probably just go randomly wherever you want with that enamel, I think. Sometimes I'm wiping it off, sometimes I'm not. It's definitely looking a lot like a weaving, which is totally okay with me. My muse has evidently decided to come back from vacation. She was off yesterday. I managed to squeak out one awesome painting, and the rest were suspect. You may have to bear with me if you watch those videos, because I don't think I was in the best frame of mind. But nobody has a good day every day, and I am no exception. And I'm almost out of my black, which means I picked the exact right amount of it. If I want more, I'll just put some more in there. I like the little white areas as much as anything. The cells are coming up. The enamel will often take a few minutes to really show itself. So I like all of that, and I'm going to probably torch. Now I could go through and try and touch up my little spots, but I think maybe that's another process. Let me grab my torch. I torched to release the bubbles caught in the paint. What else do I want to do in there? Do I want to go the other way with my basting brush? Or go a second round to fill my holes in and blend my paints somewhat. I like that. I could even, yeah, I'm going to try it. I'm going to go right over one of the swipe marks. Because I can. That is the name of my first book. It's on the Amazon link underneath the link tree. I love how the basting brush does not take the cells away. That is pretty awesome. So take your time with this and go slow. I want a little more black right there and here and there, and I'm kind of out of it. Let's see. Let's just put somewhere I want it. There's no rules right now. I kind of think it would be a little bit of fun to blow that around, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the edge of my little swipe, my foamy swipe card that's like, it's kind of like some of the stuff that you might find stuffed into shoes when they ship them to you. I think I got some shoes shipped to me. And I think that foamy stuff was in there. So if I just drag that through, it breaks up some of those hard and fast, hard lines. And if there's residuals, then I can go sideways too. I've got plenty of paint that I took off my basting brush, so if I want to, I can just go very gently, tap, tap, tap right down my edge. So there's over 90,000 of you. Thank you guys for joining me. If you are interested in helping support the studio's production of videos, donations through PayPal or Patreon are very, very much appreciated. And should you happen to be somebody who does that, you will automatically be entered in the monthly drawing, and you can see the prizes in the exhibition video for the drawing. It's in the last 20 seconds of any of my videos. They get bulk edited into place. I like it. I don't know if I'm completely 100% done with it or not. I think I'm going to give myself a little bit more black and try and see if I like the acetate better. I have nice cells, I really do. I haven't torched. Not that I remember anyway. The videos do blend together sometimes. So I'm just using the residuals to go down the side. And if there's something else that I feel like I really want in there, I'm just going to add it. And drag it all the way across. So like I've said in the past, a lot of times things I experiment with this are meant to help me figure out what I might want to do in the way of an abstract landscape, seascape, skyscape, whatever you want to call it. And this is very abstract. It's definitely more textural than anything else. So I'm just tapping that in those canvasy looking spots. And there's nothing to keep me from putting the colors that I want right in there. And then just drag them up and down. So I will be gone in a second, so I should torch. And then I'll fix my edges afterwards. You can also take some paint and go right into those little spots you see that are canvas with the dull end of a skewer and just fill them in. So you don't need to have to tip anything completely if you want to cover something up. So that's kind of neat. It's different. It's not exactly what I was expecting, but that's the way things start. It's the way you learn how to do stuff. Got great cells. You can always enjoy a skewer passing right through all that wonderful organic stuff. Another time I could probably twiddle my skewer, roll it sideways. So please give me a thumbs up, and thank you very much for all the wonderful comments. And thank you for the donations that help keep me painting. Check the Teespring underneath the video in case you're interested in some all over print leggings and all over print t-shirts. I'm going to try and get that in frame. And zoom in so you can see my cells. I love you guys. Hope you take care of each other and take care of yourselves. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. Reminding you I have over 1,500 videos and they are organized for your convenience. You can find them by the 100. 1 through 15, 1 through 16 now, and also by the topic. Swipes being one of them, and this will be on that. Here we go. Alright, so what else is there? Underneath the link tree you'll find Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter links. You will also find a link to my community board on YouTube, and Facebook groups, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group, both have tomorrow's video posted on them. If you watch longer, or you share my videos, or you like my videos, all those things are appreciated, and if you watch them when the notifications come out, that works for me really well. My Amazon